Welcome back to the show, everybody. The one and triple the G.O.D. live with you. Of course, the most dangerous hands in the multiverse of Lou Baby, because we got some more Samurai Shodown for that Kulo, baby! But before we take a look at the Shiki trailer and do what we do, I want to talk. Look, give Uncle Triple a chance to rap with y'all, because it kind of makes sense to have this talk right now. Shiki as a character. As someone who has limitedly, and I mean very limitedly, has had a chance to interact with both Samurai Shodown 64 games, is that I am more familiar with this character when she was inserted into SVC Chaos SNK vs. Capcom, and then into that extension Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. 4 years. I looked at her the same way that I looked at Zhang Fei when they chose her over Rick for the King of Fighters series, and Rick still absent. Zhang Fei, they decided her, and whatever thing SNK had for at the time has waned off. The thing is, when I really think about like the cast of FCC Chaos, and then to another degree the cast of Capcom vs. SNK 2, and then all the way back to the cast of Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, which Capcom vs. SNK 2 doesn't have the character. But when I really look at like the time frame for each three of those games that I mentioned, is that you really think that the rosters that were chosen, you would think that certain characters would be in over other characters. And I look at Shiki as that character, like much as how I look like at Capcom vs. SNK 2 and wonder why K-Dash isn't in it, because he was at the time the hero of the series and he is not featured in any of those games mentioned for any reason, and I think it's kind of weird. In that same essence of SVC Chaos is that we were just starting the Tales of Ash, and you would think that because you have this current storyline going in your biggest fighting game, you may want to push that character. But the only reason I say that is because Ash was planned to be in that game, but he never manifested. So there's that. But then again, when you look at these casts, and there's like, even when you stretch into Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, that's a different beast altogether. Because I honestly feel that is probably one of the best chosen casts in all of fighting games, because of you got your usual suspects, you have plenty of diversity, and you got some, whoa, what, that's a fighting game character? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those things mainly are things from SVC Chaos. So there's that too. So in that, it leads me to wonder, is that Shiki as a character, you wonder, was this a way for people to be able to interact with her? And then so when its sequel, Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, came out, which also included Asura. So you really have to wonder, was that SNK's way of being, well, a lot of people never got the opportunity to play the game that these two characters were from, so we'll put them in this thing and make them look really cool for you to still be interested. It's still the year 2019. I'm like, the last time I checked, Samurai Shodown 64 1 and 2 are semi-playable in main. Semi-playable. So, you can interact with the media, but it isn't perfect. I think we are for real overdue for a Hyper Neo Geo 64 collection. Like, the only games I have played on the Hyper Neo Geo 64 are Beast Busters 2 and Baruki 1. I've had a chance to play that one time because it was available at my local arcade for like a couple of weeks. Got a chance to play it at the Hyper Neo Geo 64 setup that they had, and then I came back a couple of weeks later and it was gone. So I've gotten a chance to interact with Baruki 1 once or twice. So there's that. But there are still like Wild Ambition, you know, that's on PS1. So you can kind of play that, but it's not arcade perfect in any way. Samurai Shodown Warriors Rage, as it's called, but it's actually called Samurai Shodown Shiki, though, is that's not the same thing, and that's just a sequel to the Samurai Shodown 64 game, which brings all of that to a close, which is the final canon game, which kind of loops back into my point where we are now, because I was waiting for the segue. Given that Shiki's here now, and she's not supposed to show up technically for, what, another, 5 years. 5 years according to canon, because the Samurai Shodown 64 games take place after the end of Samurai Shodown 2. That's what canon is currently. So it does make me wonder if because like one of the questions I've had in the previous video was like, what are we looking like in final bosses? I don't really think that Yuga is about to step out the shadows anytime soon. But given that this is a game that features Yoshitora, who hasn't gotten his hands dirty since Samurai Shodown 5, technically, you know, it's kind of interesting to be, it's like, who's your boss here? Because is that if we are looking at the timeline as it is that Gao has succeeded in getting Yoshitora to do what he's supposed to do. Usually at this point, Yoshitora goes sits in a chair somewhere and sends Jubei to handle all his lightweight. So for him to be here in the instance of, well, that if we looking past that, the creators of this game just wanted Yoshitora in it, is that you gotta wonder, like, what business is so bad that the king got to get off the chair and actually go down here and put in eight swords level work. You've gotta wonder. Which also, again, leads right back into the point, is what is Shiki doing here? It's like, I kind of understand it from your let's diversify roster, because it's a roster full of mostly men, and the only women included are what? That girl's name I can't remember, the new girl, and we got OG Sasha Ferris, we got Nakaru, we got Miss Charlotte, and we got Shiki. So if this is a diversify the cast thing, then that's fine, because you can look at Shiki's inclusion as you look at a lot of characters in video games. They just there to fill a roster spot. They're not doing anything canonically, but it's just cool that we have them here. So we don't know, because the thing is that we don't know enough about the story at all to try to sit up here and suss, like, what will Shiki be doing here 5 years earlier before Yuga sent her to go do whatever she did? We don't know. So in that is that, actually, that is it. Yeah, we don't know what Yuga's up to. That's what I was leaning toward. So you gotta wonder if we talking DLC, is there going to be Asura? That's another question, because Asura would be dope. You've also got to wonder that in other news, that because, just so I can confirm this for the internet, Samurai Shodown Sin takes place in a completely alternate continuity, which I think breaks from where Samurai Shodown 3 would take place, which is the end, like it's right before Samurai, because it's like, if you stack it, I think either Sin takes place before Samurai Shodown 3 or Samurai Shodown 1. That if you were to fit its bridge into canon, that you would fit it right there as an alternate something of this, and you gotta wonder, are we pulling characters from that game or anything like that? Because that game has some cool kick-ass designs that, you know, as much as Samurai Shodown Sin is a decent fighting game, is that there are a lot of things that shouldn't be stuck in that game that would work well over here in this new Samurai Shodown thing that we're trying to do here. Oh, you were looking for some, no, that's it. No, Uncle Triple just wanted to get on the mic and spit heat, you know what I'm saying? Because I just do what I do. I'm better. I'm the best, man. I'm the best, man. I did it. Nah, I'm serious. No, but seriously, I'm like, when I sat down and started like, yo, Shiki is our featured character this week, I'm like, yo, given, like I said, I just had to say that, because it's just something that's just like clawing at me to try to put this in some perspective of understanding why would this character be featured in the game, because it is a question that I've had since they said the character was in the game, because of knowing how the canon worked, that she's here a little too early. So is that, but again, just because this is the last time I'm going to talk about lore before we actually watch a trailer, is Yuga's the Destroyer. That entity, and there has been moving around for centuries on centuries on centuries. So in your rewritten version of Samurai Shodown, is that Yuga could send Shiki whenever he felt like it. So there's that. So you've really got to legitimately sit up here and wonder, is Yuga going to be a big player in these new things, because of we trying to roll canon into this nice little thing. So that's the question for you. But don't worry about that. Uncle Triple's done. I know that I've ate up about almost 10 minutes of your time just trying to sort through all of my feelings, but that's what these videos are for me to sort through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. With all of that being said, though, let's get to this work. Super duper motherfucking magic box. Where you at, baby? Super duper motherfucking magic box. So we are gonna do something. Don't mind me. Don't mind Uncle Triple. I'm just gonna move me over there to the joint, and I'm gonna bring up the joint. So we're good now. Okay, so we gonna watch this trailer, and then we're going to do what we do with trailers. So sit back, relax, and chill. Yeah, there we go. What? Water, baby. This video not sponsored by Quick Trip. It should be. Tell your friends. Look, if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's do what it is that we do. Now activating Samurai Shodown. Miss Shiki. E-X-E. Boop. I like when I do the boop thing. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm loving the close-up on break. Okay, that's a new move. I like that. It's kind of dope. Weapon deflect. Oh, he done. Yikes. Okay, teleport. Okay. It's good to know. Okay, chain. Okay, counter. Okay, we got the Rambu joint. That wouldn't be Shiki without the Rambu. What is that girl's name? We gonna find out. Ninja Boy. No, he got a sword. Oh, no. Charlotte, no. Teleporto. Okay, that was good. Oh yeah, that was good. That was really good. Okay. Well, alright. Okay, so we successfully done that. So I'm gonna bring me back to the big screen. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna press a button here. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do. Oh, here I was wondering why I was. Okay. I'm dead. Ooh, oh. That's good. Okay, I'm here. Where do I want to be? I'm trying to think. Okay, given that trailer. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the corner. Do not mind me. I'm just going to become a little bigger on your TV screens. It's cool. It's okay. It's okay. Do not be alarmed. It's fine. It's fine. I got this. It's okay. All right. I'm gonna move me back over this way. See, live television. Let's try this again, shall we? Braid it in for mature. Okay, cool. This is Shiki. I hope you like what you see. We're going to be seeing a lot of it. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm glad we stopped to here. This was an accident, but yep, Yuga's gonna be heavily involved in this new world of Samurai Shodown. Just wanted to put that out there. I was correct. Let's continue. Hold up, man. You know what? To quote a great man, now that's the woman you can take home to stepmama. Nah, I mean, I'm just saying, take home to stepmama. You don't introduce her, you don't invite her to family dinner and hope she doesn't murder everybody. Continue. Okay. Now, the new move, which is one of the reasons why, we do this. Now, in previous games, is that she always had an uppercut. She like her basic stuff was an uppercut, a dash stance, and that Rambu that we see later in the video. This is something new. Given the state of what I know about Samurai Shodown, this is a perfect move for her to have because, again, games where she's been heavily involved in is that dragon punch she has projectile invincibility in its startup. So even though that she goes out in the air, is that once the move starts, at least in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, is that she does have immunity at her feet for projectiles. So there's that. So having this move where she completely jump over and then this is an overhead. Let's rewind that for me because I just want to. Okay. How am I root? Oh no. Okay. Let's start back from the beginning. Okay. Mr. I handle work for the king, Mr. Jubei. Okay, you get hit by this overhead, bro. See, it's the same principle. Because again, like I say, the startup gets her over the projectile, just like her uppercut in old games had projectile invincibility at her feet, and we are talking about Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. I mean OTG, the video game. I'm sorry, because if you didn't know, here's a fun fact. Mostly everything in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum that is a fireball that grows on the ground is an OTG. That's what makes that game the best. But anyway, now Jubei catches this L. See, right here. See, look, everything's all good, and then you catch this L. Yeah. The thing is that because, yes, this is an overhead, I don't know if you blowing up things like that, but again, I haven't played this game and I haven't read a lot about people who have, but if this follows KOF conventions and given what Shiki had in previous games, because she did have a couple of chains or whatever that started from like forward light punch and things like that, where she can mix up her chains and things like that. If she does have those chains back, and she has something that the chains become that they become special cancelable depending on how you do. If Samurai Shodown works that way, this would be great for trying to mix in an overhead in that, but the startup is kind of crazy. So unless the startup is something else depending on what version you use, or EX moves and things like that, then you know that you could probably do something like that. But Jubei, you may not proceed to catch this L, bro. Okay, there's your L right there. Weapon deflection. Kuroko, my ace, was good, fam. Secret best character in Samurai Shodown is Kuroko. You didn't know this? You know now. Continue. Okay, well, okay. So let me run that back. Okay. OG Sasha Fierce getting hit by the OG work. Look at that. OG Sasha Fierce before, after submitting to Young, get this uppercut. So, given that this is the uppercut and it's back, probably still has the same projectile invisibility to lows once the move start up, because I want to make that clear, is that even before she leaves the ground in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, is that she starts both, like, I think because it's a couple of frames, I think, because I am not like that familiar with frame data in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, and as someone who plays it as much as I do, I should. I just know from just experience playing as the character in its computer, where I've thrown fireballs and she started that uppercut and the fireball just went straight through her feet, which means she was in the middle of the startup, so that's where it started. I don't know if it's the same thing in SVC Chaos, because the only character characters with ground fireballs are Terry and Geese. So hold up. Let me make sure. Let me see. Terry, Geese, characters in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum with low fireballs. Because I would have to actually boot up. I would actually have to boot up SVC Chaos, because I would have to wonder what does that projectile invisible, because I know that uppercut in the SVC Chaos, she can go through a Reppuken. So that much is true, but whether or not that's projectile invisibility because of the move where she has it during, or does it start like it does in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum before the move has its active frames of startup animation, I have to wonder that. That should be something we should all research together. Homework assignment. Okay, darling, you can check this L now. Thank you. Okay, so that's the new joint, because I think we'll see, but you not gonna catch this L. That's for the OVA, bitch. Okay. Kimigami Kenshiro, you know that's my dude, but yeah. Shiki still got the teleports. It was really great for her pressure in both Neo Geo Battle Coliseum and in SVC Chaos. So it's good to know that she has this here, and she has more than one way to deal with a fireball. Catch it out. Okay. This is what I was waiting for right here. Okay. Remember we talked about earlier about those chains that I wasn't sure she had or not? This is proof she has those chains. So, meaning that once we get a full move list, we'll be able to see what that full chain list looks like, but it's good to know that she has it back. I don't know what's going on here. I'm like, okay, it seems like this is a parry, because she hits Tam Tam with this elbow, and he proceeds to catch this L over there. So I don't know whether, because the thing is that I don't know whether this is a game mechanic or that's just a Shiki thing, because that's not something that I'm aware that Shiki ever had in anything, unless that's from Samurai Shodown 64. But you know, it is what it is. You may continue. Oh no, see, Rondu joint. We gotta freeze that. Okay, well, okay. Let me rewind this real quick, because what is this girl's name? You know what? We are finna pull up the work real quick, because I want to know what your name is, darling. Because shawty, what your name is? What your name is? Shawty, what's your sign? And what's your sign? And what's your sign? Let me see. Wu Zhang. Wu Zhang. Okay, yeah, that works. Kuroko, my dude. Okay. Sorry, I got something in my eye, which I probably shouldn't be wiping because I was playing around with bleach washing dishes earlier. It's probably was not smart. So if I don't get on the internet at some point next week, you know my eye fell the fuck out. Just putting it out there. Okay. Oh, she just jumping over this fireball. Okay. Oh, all right. So she just jumped over the fireball and. Okay, we watching this. Oh, okay. So that's what we were watching for. Okay. Another thing that Shiki has is that we talked about that that dash stance. Is that in that dash stance in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum and in SVC Chaos, she could do a dash and either set up for like to do her uppercut from that dash, or she could do like this throw maneuver that we're watching now, one frame at a time, because one woman is putting her legs around another and then slamming her to the ground, which is things you all like because y'all like that type of shit. But it's here. It's good to know. I do wonder if she got the 10-second countdown joint. Oh, I'm gonna be for real though. When I went to get this trailer, I read some of the comments. Y'all some fools. Like, I know that's what y'all into, and I respect that's what you into, but I respect that's what you into. That's what we'll leave it. We'll leave it right there. I will respect that you are in a world where you want this nice, beautiful, polygonal woman to stomp all over your nuts. Because that's what you into. I don't judge, because I'm Uncle Triple, man. Uncle Triple loves everybody. I don't judge if that's what you into, but I just figured that we right here at this first frame, and we just gonna talk about this shit. Okay, whatever. Please continue. Okay, so yeah, we gonna run. Okay, so yeah, this is a full. Okay, so that's the full chain. Oh, that's just Sword Boy getting hit by a full chain. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's another. So that's just a normal throw. And Sean is about to catch this L though right here. Like, we ain't gotta. Oh, look at that. You do something real quick. Oh. This is your thumbnail, yo. Get used to it. Look at this. See, the last thing you see before you don't exist. End it. Click. Samurai Shodown. Okay. We've done good work here, I must say. Bring it back to me, please. We are going to, we're going to close that. We don't need that anymore. Alrighty. Whew. So, children, have you learned something here today? Oh, sorry, Sheila, you were out the shot. My bad. No, Sheila. You know I love you, girl. Oh, Sheila. How y'all doing? I'm like, everybody good? We good, Squish? You got the squad though, right? You good? All right, cool. Just checking. Okay. So the squadron's okay. Squadron's okay. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, get that. That works perfectly fine. Let me press this button. I need to get y'all up out of here. Let me press this button. Better. Okay. We've had a good time today. I hope you've learned some stuff. I really would like to play Samurai Shodown 64. I have not checked MAME in a while to see how it goes, but the last time I did is that the game mostly worked, but it was still a glitchy mess. While this is on my mind, let me put out some good vibes real quick. One of these days, somebody gonna get that Kenji ROM and they gonna dump it so I can play that. Man, I need to play that Kenji, bruh. Like, I ain't seen no work for Kenji in a minute, though, for real. I ain't seen no work for Kenji, and if y'all know what that is, it was an unreleased Atomic Wave game from Dream Factory, the same people who brought you Ergaz and the Bouncer, and some game you may know is probably the greatest Xbox game of all time, and that game being Koktu Kojin, Back Alley Brutal. I'm like, I was supposed to show y'all how to play that game years ago, but I'm still in the lab with that that game. Because there's still a couple of things about that game I don't understand, but I can give y'all some. Look, if y'all want to know what's good with that Cocteau Cajun for real, because everybody else on the internet just sit up here and be like, man, it's a game though. Y'all don't get the deep, complex nature of what that game is. Give it that game's lineage, all right? Because that game is technically what? One, two, the fifth game in the Toe Ball series, technically. So it's Toe Ball number 5. Maybe if you'd released it under that, people would care a little bit more. But that's not Dream Factory's fault. But the Xbox needed a game, and it's way better than Tao Fang. So there's that. I'm not saying Tao Fang is a bad game. I'm just saying Cocteau Cajun's a lot better. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, Cocteau Cajun's a whole lot better than that game. Just putting that out there. So if y'all want to see some of Cocteau Cajun, man, let Uncle Triple know. I'll see what I can do. Put that in the pipeline. It's been in the pipeline for like 3 damn years now since I bought the game and a strategy guide, because you kind of have to, because the game tells you to buy the strategy guide or go to a website that don't exist no more, and and never been. Well, actually, some version of it is on archive.org, but it don't give you no actual vital information like Lori Beth Denberger, Danny Tamborelli. Shout out to all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Look. No, I'm looking at y'all. Give me a second. Yeah, make them let you know you feel it. You feel me? Look, plenty of more Samurai Shodown before June, things of that nature. So we'll be back around this time next week when they give that feature to some random website I've never heard before, and we'll talk about this video game that I am very falling in love with. So we've got plenty of more show for you, because I'm, of course, the one in the ownership of G.O.D, aka Mr. CRAKD. Okay. Oh man, I can't even do my own thing. Hold, let's try that one more time. Run that back. I am the one in the ownership of the G.O.D, aka Mr. CRACKCOCAINE, aka Mr. Savage. You know, me, the one in the ownership of the G.O.D, baby. Please. The congregation rolling, Mimi Squish, Murder, and the squad. Bessie's still on vacation, you know what I'm saying? You got to save up all them vacation days. Janine is purring to bring this to you on the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s. Please, in these streets, please throw your dubs up. We stay winning. We never losing out here. We turn them into W's. 2! Please, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Just in case you forgot and all of that, you forgot who I was. I am, of course, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. You are live right here on Team GRF TV. Bang! And we have plenty of more show for you. So, asses in seats, more show for you right after these commercial messages. Then, I do this to let you know that this is over, that you need to go do something else until we come back. Hold on. Janine, you okay? I'm like, you've been good for like almost half an hour, and all of a sudden you start purring. I don't know. You'll be okay, Janine. It's fine. You'll be okay, Janine. It's good. Okay. Let it out, baby. Let it out. It's okay. It's okay. Let it out, baby. Let it out. Let them know you in the building. I'm like, I said Janine's name. She like, I'm here, bitch. I'm like, see, she just wanted to let y'all know she was here. She heard her name called. She like, Daddy called me. I gotta let them know I'm in the building. You do that, Janine. You do that, baby. Look. Man, yeah, get up out of here. Look, we have got plenty of more show for all of you, them and they. Right after these commercial messages. Whoo, baby, that felt good. Look, but seriously, more show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages.